Rolling code is a very dangerous thing.
Metro Police Officer Justin Duncan is not only a patrol officer, he's a teacher. His student, Officer Coleman Oswald, who's just 3 weeks out of the academy.
We teach these guys while they're in field training to try to make sure that they're always operating the car safely, especially when they're rolling code.
This field training is the final step before an officer can take a police cruiser out alone. Leading up to this final test is a lot of work which takes place here at the Las Vegas Speedway. Most new officers are true rookies to a car this size, a Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor.
The reason for this exercise is to show you can get this big old car to handle a little bit more like a sports car with just a little bit extra weight on the front tires. It steers, and the controllability of the car is phenomenal.
Properly handling a black and white requires skill and knowledge. So before officers hit the raceway, they hit the classroom to learn about vehicle dynamics, or how the car responds to speed, braking, and your position on the road.
This is where they're actually putting their foot on the brake pedal.
Lead instructor Mike Manning.
That study now shows that the officers that are being killed in these accidents have skyrocketed, and they are way beyond the amount that are killed by armed assailants. This stat changed about the same time that we noticed a trend of some of the younger police officers not always belting up. Are they really connected? I don't know.
Officer James Manor died in May in a crash. He was not wearing his seatbelt. Officer Milburn Beidel died in a crash in October. He too was not wearing his seatbelt. Both Metro officers were also speeding with no lights and no sirens, which goes against the #1 rule taught in this class.
Too much speed will destroy anything that we teach out here. So that is the most critical consideration. Get it down, bring the speed down.
Officer James Manor was going 109 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone when he crashed into a truck making a left onto Tropicana. Officer Milburn Beidel was going 71 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone at Nelson, Washington. Investigators believe he too crashed after some unknown car made a left in front of him. Drivers making left-hand turns is one of the top dangers pointed out in training.
Left-hand turn gets a lot of our people in the accident review board. We've had that happen before. We have to be aware of it.
All life and death decisions put to practice on the track. Officer Carl Conklin and other trainers here are some of the leading experts on how to handle police cruisers. They're certified by the Bondurant Driving School, where race car professionals teach the tricks of the tracks, not how to go fast, but how to go steady.
We're teaching police officers to be police officers, not how to be race car drivers. So even though it's a course that if you had a high-performance vehicle might be able to get a very high speed, our average speed is really 50 miles an hour.
Here we go. There's 50, level it off, center, 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 cover, right, soft brake to a threshold, brake to a complete stop. We stopped pretty quick, didn't we, for a big car?
For weeks, new officers will get behind the wheel, training in everything, including parking.
See the tall cone back there? Straighten it up.
44 hours of hands-on driving and classroom training finally lead here to 19 weeks of field training.
We have to make sure that we're slowing down and we're not driving any faster than we can control the car. Make sure that we're not jeopardizing ourselves or the public also.
Soon it'll be up to Officer Oswald to put all his training to use. And this year, all of Metro is relearning a tough lesson.
If you don't arrive, you can't assist.